What's up, people? How you doing? This is DC, Mr. Intense Fit himself. Just wanted to leave you a couple of messages on number one, Dragon Ball Super, episode 130, complete fire. I don't care what it is, complete fire. And Fight Lab 58 last night, the fights, the MMA fights. Atomic, because there's actually real people getting really knocked out, unconscious, and choked out at the same time. I mean, most of the fights didn't even. I think maybe two fights lasted the entire 3 or 4 rounds. That's it. Everybody else was a tap out, a knockout, a stoppage. A couple people just couldn't come out. One guy sat on the stool, couldn't come out. Another guy got, vascular level. Doctor called it. It was that bad. Couldn't come out. That's real stuff. Of course, Dragon Ball 130, they don't ever get hurt. It's a cartoon. But at the same time, the story, Jiren and Goku, off the chain. The fight was just, like I said, atomic. It's huge. It was bodacious, radical, all those crazy, wild words that, I pick up here and there. But at one point, in the middle of the fight, Jiren stops to take a shot at those that matter to Goku the most, his friends and in the stands and everything. And of course, Goku instant transmissions there and, blocks it. Now to this point, I like Jiren. I understood where he was coming from, his hurt, his pain. That was a low blow. That was a low blow that, Goku shouldn't have took. And he didn't. He got mad. He beat Jiren down to the point where he broke down. But, at this point, Goku's stamina's got to be on low. He didn't got through some crazy fights through this tournament. And him and Vegeta and the rest of the Saiyans have excelled numerous times when they have gone beyond their normal power. So, his stamina's got to be out, even though it's supposed to be only 48 Earth minutes. It's like 2 weeks. And, or actually 2 months in video time. So, Goku's got to be getting tired. At the same time, when he's about to finish Jiren, he breaks down. The godly energy that he has surpassed for all this time is now kind of getting his stamina, can't hold on to it anymore, so his body's breaking down. And Jiren is about to take his final blow because now Goku's down for the count. And he does. And of course, Frieza, General Frieza. Even though Frieza's the evil one, I still give Frieza props because Frieza's a strategic genius. You gotta think about it. Frieza, 17, and Goku are left. Frieza knows that Goku can surpass anybody's power, given the time and the beating and the challenge. So Frieza makes sure that Goku lives. How many times has Frieza saved Goku in this tournament? 4? 5? I don't know. I have to go back and look. So at this point, we got number 17 still alive. We thought he had self-destructed himself. He's not. We got Frieza who's still alive. Golden Frieza. And Jiren, who is on him and Goku have had the fight of their lifetime. Fight of the Dragon Ball series, as far as I'm concerned. I've seen all the fights between Goku, and the green one. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Him and Vegeta, him and I can't even remember the name of I don't know. Him and Frieza. God, Goku's been through so much. And still, we're here right now. This is spectacular. Spectacular. This is exactly where we want to be. But anyway, so 131 is going to be awesome. I mean, the graphics on 130 were just like, where have you been hiding these guys? Really? What did you do that for? You've been hiding them all this time? Because that one where Goku comes in with the right cross and it's coming, oh, it's blazing. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's go on to Fight Lab 58 last night. I think there were like 15 fights. Oh, they were awesome. St. Patty's Day, Fight Lab 58, spectacular event, knockouts. You know, I got to really sit down and commentate with, I think it's John Munson and Sesh and Joe Hurst last night. As far as I'm concerned, three legends in the sport, one way or the other. And just listening to them talk and listening to the evolution of the fighters and what you see from the crosses to the punches to the knockouts, from the past fights that they've seen and observed and we've put together, and it's awesome to see the evolution of the fight game, the evolution of the fighters, how they get stronger, weaker, how they surpass themselves. Just happens to be like the growth in Dragon Ball. Same growth. They surpass or fell for each fight, with each challenge, with each tribulation in life. They get stronger. No matter if it's in the cartoon or if it's in real life. As long as you have a purpose or direction, you keep going in that direction. If you hit stumbles along the way, you're still going to become stronger, because the stumbles are there to expand you in whatever direction you need to expand to become what you are not at this moment. I don't even know what I said, but I know that's some hot shit. That's all I got to say about that one. But anyway, like I said, spectacular fights. You know, I'm always watching the boxing, seeing who's doing what, and I gotta tell you, that was, I think, a right cross that knocked out Dwan Owens. There was a left hook that knocked out, oh, I can't remember his name. And there was some jabs, from what it was, my fighter of the night. Cannot even remember his name. My boxer of the night. I think the sideline told me his nickname was Pooh Bear, and he was relaxed like that, but that jab was just Brian Battle of Hayastan. That's who I gave boxing, most impressive boxing of the night. Why? Because that jab popped out there, he turned it over, you could actually see the knuckles turn over and hit the face every time. Shoot, I was on the sidelines, I could hear it. Actually, there was one fight, I don't know who it was, I gotta go back and get the list again. There was one fight where the kid came out, threw a 1-1-2, double jab, right cross, knocked the kid on his ass, fight over. He was just glassy-eyed. He didn't even know it. I mean, the fight was like 3 seconds. It was just like, ding, 1-1-2, fight over. Fucking-tacular. The skills these fighters are building upon, and by the practice and the constant challenge, the constant just heat and fire they're in all the time is, I mean, it's otherworldly. I mean, it really is. But got to sit down and talk with one of the fighters last night, Tony Loco Soto. Shout out to you, my brother. Awesome guy. Really, just awesome person, awesome father. You know, really stand-up guy. Never quit person. Like I said, great conversation. I mean, we're both dads. We both have daughters. So we could actually get into that and talk about how we want them to see us and how our examples make them look up to us and make them actually become better and more stand-up people. But like I said, great conversation with Tony Loco Soto. Shout out to you. Hopefully your next fight I'll be there. Who knows? I'm going to try to make more fights so I can actually do more of this. But I think that's just about it. The depth of the fighters is shown in their individual stories. That's something I want to find out. Me and Sesh were talking about this last night in the commentating, was that it's really, really, really deep and just emotionally growth-worthy, just to understand where some people come from, what some people come through. I mean, there were some things that I found out last night, I mean, health-wise and other things that people are coming through, and I'm like, it's just amazing to see the power of the mind and how these people come through this and still fight and still win and still go at it the next day and still go to work and still do life, regardless of what's going on. And they don't complain about it. They just get shit done. and it's a beautiful thing. Thank you for John Kakavidas. John Kakavidas put on Fight Lab. He is the man. Bomb ass show. Props to you, brother. And that's about it for this episode. But I'll be doing more of these. I'll be trying to get in touch with more of the fighters so we can sit down and talk and see where their heads at, see where they're going is. I want to know purpose, direction, power, and how you plan to get there. Because that's pretty much what the fight game is about. What's your purpose? How you gonna get it done? How you gonna knock this person out? Angles. It's a beautiful thing. It's strategic, down to the minute level. And that's what it is. But anyway, this is Mr. Intense himself, DC. I'm out. Have a great weekend. Peace. I'll let y'all later. Thank you.